It's a perishable skill. Hardness, mental hardening, mental toughness, it's a perishable skill. Just because you went through some training once and you got through it, doesn't mean it lasts forever. And that's where most people hated me in my life, because I realized that. You don't just say, oh, I got it, I'm checked off, I'm good for the rest of my life. That's why you have to recall. You recall everything. And you definitely must recall when it comes to the mind. That is one of the biggest requalifications you must have. And when you're at that level, you got to recall every day, not once a year. My biggest fear, I visualize some crazy shit. My biggest fear is that one day I'm going to reach a judgment of my life. Something's going to judge me what the fuck I was supposed to be in life. And what I want now is that whoever judged me up there, I want them to have a board and them up there right now getting their pen out. Because, this person who judges you is supposed to know everything. You're supposed to know from the time you're dead to the time time you're born to the time you're dead. I want this person up there to be like this, up there writing more about me, saying, fuck, I know you could do that. I know you could do that. So I want to impress whatever the fuck is up there, whatever's going on in life. I want to go up there and not have anything left on the table.
He asked me, he said, Andy, what do you see yourself doing? Where do you want to go? And at that time I wanted to play football. I wanted to become, successful. And I told him, I said, well, I want to go to Notre Dame. I want to go to, a school like Duke or Texas and, play football. And his response to me was laughter. He laughed and he said, oh, Andy, those places, and it's getting me pissed off even thinking of it. Those places are for cream of the crop. Those places are for the top of the top of the top, and you just ain't it. And he used the term cream of the crop. And I remember thinking like, well, motherfucker, I'm cream of the crop. Even though, maybe I wasn't because of what they could see, but I knew I had something. They just didn't know I had something.
And I made it to heaven. 75 years old, I'm 300 pounds. I made it to heaven. I worked for Ecolab my entire life, spraying for cockroaches. That's what I did. But I'm dead. I'm in heaven now. And you're judging us all now. So we're in line. We're all sitting there in line. You have Adam Brown. He has a big board up, and you're talking to Adam Brown about his life. And you rip it down, and I'm next in line, David Goggins. I see my name, and I see all this shit, and God goes, hey, you say, read this, man. And I'm reading this list, and I'm seeing 182 pounds, Navy SEAL, Ranger School, motivational speaker, changing lives. Okay, man, pull-up record, all this shit. And I'm like, that's not me, man. And God looks at me and says, that's who you were supposed to be.
If you're the kind of person who is willing to take the information that's available, which, by the way, there has never been more information available than there ever has been. It's never been more. Okay? When I was coming up in business and what I do, I had to read fucking books. And thankfully that habit stuck. But right now you can literally go almost anywhere and learn directly from people who have done what it is that you want to do. We've never had opportunity like we've had here in this country right now. But if you look anywhere other than a place like this and a few other select places, you will hear the doom and gloom that you will never be successful here. You will hear how bad America sucks. You will hear how bigoted and biased America is towards fucking everybody. Doesn't matter what your group is, there's an excuse for your group. And my advice to you would be to stop identifying with the group and start identifying with the fucking work.
There is a non-insignificant cohort of people for whom that's their dream.
That's right.
People who want to be able to get up on a morning, having gone to bed 4 hours before, and can contribute to some sort of progress that they think, this is what I'm here for.
Yep.
And it's the same with the SEALs. If you're not the sort of person that is built to go through selection, it's like speaking a different language.
You understand what it's like to have people tell you that you can't do it. And I'm going to tell you something, and this is the fucking truth. This is the reality. And if you don't like it, I don't give a fuck. The truth is this. If you're willing to pay the price and you're willing to do the work and you're willing to take the time and you're willing to consistently get up when you are knocked down over and over and over again, which is going to happen to you if you're pursuing anything outside of the norm, you can make it here in America. All right? If you choose, you can also find every excuse as to why you won't make it. You can find every reason, if you look for it, as to why you won't make it. But at the end of the day, there's going to be two groups of people. And one group is going to be a lot fucking bigger than the other group. Okay? And here's the groups. The one group is going to get told that they can't do it. And instead of fighting, and instead of working, and instead of, saying, well, fuck that, I'm not willing to accept that, those people are going to just take it. And that's what society's counting on. Society is counting on you giving up. Because if you give up, then you can become dependent on the government system to provide for your whole life, okay? And you could, quote unquote, go be a little poor me over there in the corner and talk about why you could never make it here in this country. That's going to be the bigger group. Then there's going to be a smaller group. And the smaller group is going to be the group that says, hey, you know what? I hear what you're saying, but I'm not willing to accept that. I'm not willing to just roll over and take what I'm given. I'm not willing to stop trying because you say that I can't fucking do it. That's what you say. That doesn't mean it's the truth. And for all of you young people out there, I hope that you will take what I'm saying seriously. I don't care where you come from. I don't care where you were raised. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what gender you are. I don't care about any of that shit. If you do the work consistently, if you invest in yourself consistently, and when I say invest in yourself, I don't mean dollars. I mean by reading, surrounding yourself with positive inputs, okay? And then executing positive outputs. And when I say positive outputs, I don't mean happy-go-lucky, ring around the rosy bullshit. I mean work.